Members of the Judiciary will visit the Alberton Graben from the 4th to the 7th of this month in an immersion program organized by Uganda National Oil Company, Bank of Uganda, Uganda Revenue Authority and the Petroleum Authority of Uganda.
What brings together Ministry of Energy, Uganda Revenue Authority, Bank of Uganda, Petroleum Authority of Uganda, Uganda National Oil Company cannot be a small thing. And oil indeed is a big thing for our country.
Our collective responsibility is to ensure that every stage of petroleum value chain is guided by integrity, transparency, and accountability. Only then can petroleum become a catalyst for broad-based and sustainable economic transformation rather than a source of economic and social vulnerability.
The participants started with a high-level briefing to update them on the latest developments in Uganda's petroleum industry and the role of the judiciary in supporting this sector's growth. The discussions at the Supreme Court cover the regulatory framework, petroleum taxation, environmental safeguards, legal governance, commercial operations, and the overall structure of Uganda's oil and gas value chain.
Discussion is the legal issues, enforcement in oil and gas from development to production. And we consider it very timely because my discussion then is to show what issues we've seen in terms of environment and land within this period and national content, and then how we see when we start production.
As Uganda advances towards building a US $500 billion economy by 2040, the oil and gas industry is one of the country's strategic growth drivers.
But soon, before the end of this year, we are going to enter the midstream, where the oil comes out of the ground. And my Lord, that is going to generate quite a new set of challenges, some of them legal, and if we do not have the foresight to prepare for them, they may catch us off guard.
Knowing what to expect during the field visit will help us maximize our time on site. Second, the sessions on taxation in the oil and gas sector, petroleum revenue management, and financial governance hit at the very core of our national interest. Disputes involving billions of shillings in the oil revenues, complex corporate tax structures, and production sharing agreements will ultimately find their way to our courts. The judiciary must remain an unwavering bulwark of financial integrity and transparency. We must ensure that national revenues are managed strictly according to the law.
Uganda's petroleum projects have registered progress. As of June 30th of 2026, the Tilenga project was 74% complete. The Kingfisher development project stood at 76%, while the East African crude oil pipeline EACOP had reached 90% overall completion. The departure briefing and training session of the judiciary at the Supreme Court in Kampala comes at a time when Uganda is edging very close to its first oil production. According to analysts, the judiciary must be well versed with knowledge of the entire sector before the first oil starts flowing. Sigoa for UBC.